So it went from a very, very unloved greenhouse to this, an absolute sowing seedling powerhouse. This is how we transformed the greenhouse. It hasn't been used for 6 years and it was a struggle to get it all clear, but now it's clear. We're putting my windows in. I've done my roof and I've done some at the side, but let me show you how I did it. And for this one, I'm using an acrylic sheet. These are horticultural glass, but they break, they shatter in high winds. So we're going for the acrylic. It's a lot cheaper, it's sturdy, it won't break, as long as we clip it in right and do a proper job. Now, with this, it's a middle pane, and I've already replaced the bottom one. So you first want to peel the acrylic into the center, all the way around. And this is simply because we don't want to scrape the glass in the fitting process. So both sides. And then we'll need our clips and we'll pop it into position. So we'll go with 4 window clips and 4 of these. And these just sit in between the windows, and we want 2 each side. So we simply put the clips onto the bottom, and you'll want to always make sure the glass is inside on the top and outside on the bottom, so the rain can go on the outside and there's no issues. Now I do want to release the clips on the top glass and slide it up. And we're on. So as you can see, the glass is in the hooks. And we put our clip on. And the plastic is stuck on the other side. And we just clip away. So the flat edge to the glass and work the springs in. And there you go, we want 2 clips either side, 2 fasteners either side, job done. And then what I like to do is it's belts and braces, but I like to put a bit of clear silicone along the edge of the windows, top and bottom, and this will stop them shaking out in any gales that we have. So clean up the edges and use a bit of silicone and just bead a nice little line. You only need a little bit per window, but it will make all the difference in a storm. Right, so we're now watertight and it's all about getting the base sorted. And I'm going to do a concrete slab in here, or concrete slabs with a nice bit of edging. Just so when that heat hits it, the concrete absorbs all the heat and then distributes it all at night, nice and even, keeps the plant snug and warm. It's the way to go. And just like that, the floor is done. And it was really simple. Lay the slabs, a bit of cement in the gaps, and it's now watertight. So that means the weeds won't come up. I can hose it down, and if I water the slabs, they'll retain a bit of moisture, bring it back into the air. Everyone's a winner. So moving on, it's all about the benches we put in this greenhouse, and we're just going to make our own. Really nice, really sturdy, and fairly cheap. So let's show you how I did it. First of all, we'll need the legs, and I've just gone for a bit of stud framework. I've cut out the size I want, and I'll put all this in the description, and I'll put the top and bottom. We'll just zip this together. There'll be 3 legs per side, and we'll have 3 tables all around the edge. And this is a 10-foot by 8-foot greenhouse, so we just need 2.4 meters of wood, and it will make up all 3 sides, and it'll look really sweet. So this is the first leg made. We want 9 of these, nice and sturdy, very strong. So here we go, we're in the greenhouse. We've got our tables all set up, and I did have to wiggle the feet around the floor. It isn't level around the edges. I wanted that rill so the water would go towards the back and sit, and this area would be nice and flat. We've wiggled the legs around, and we've anchored them into the slabs themselves. Now we've just got to do a bit of leveling up and put some brackets onto the edges to make these all sit together nice and flush. Now what I'm going to use is one of these. And if you haven't got one of these, just use a bit of spare wood. Pop it under, and it'll just tie everything together. We don't want wobbly benches, so we want to shore these up as much as we can. Let's get on with it. And what you may find when you're using decking board is it'll warp, and if it warps, it can make the legs really uneven. So choose your boards carefully. This one at the back, it's really gone. It's gone up at the end by about 3 inches. It's absolutely bowed like a banana. We'll get a new piece in here, we'll replace this, we'll put another one in the end, and we'll start shoring things up. We can look at our shelving and then our centre piece. And so for the shelving, I've got 2 bits of deck board, and they will go across this bar here and this bar here, and I'll link where you can get these elbows from for the greenhouse. 2, and I'll fix them together. Bit of wood, and then I'll put uprights at the end to support the shelf. It's only going to be too wide, so the trays will go lengthways along this one, and it'll just be towards the back of the greenhouse. So the first shelf is on. It was nice and easy, it's nice and level. Now for the second one. We had to move the brackets, and I will link everything in the description, but these brackets, they bolt onto the side, fairly straightforward to be fair, and we want to put the last bolt in, put it in, twist it, and then put the nut on. and we tighten her up. We check for level. That's as good as it gets. Right, and we'll do the same again. We'll put a double shelf on here. We don't want to break the light, but I've got a huge tree that side and a huge tree this side. That will be cut back, but the evening sun comes around to the side, so we want all the light from this side, so I'm not too concerned. And I want a part shady greenhouse for more reasons than you'll know. So we'll put our shelf on and we'll make it exactly the same as this. So 2 planks together. We'll get that done and then we'll move on to the centre. And there you go, we've got the centre frame all made up. It was nice and easy as well. Really simple construction. It sits, it can be moved. And I've got a nice bit of top for it. And that'll just sit on there just like that. We'll zip it down into place. It has been yacht varnished on the top and it will give me, when I space it correctly, lovely walkway all around the greenhouse. Now this is probably 70 centimeters wide. Really loads of room to swing around, lots of room to give you demonstrations, and we have our top shelves in place. Absolutely perfect. This one was bowed wood. It is going a bit like this, but we've managed to save it. We'll zip all this up together, and if we want the final touches, or if you want final touches to your woodwork, if you want to make wood disappear in a greenhouse, paint the struts black and then you won't see them. So what I might do is all the legs black, these black, and these as is. So leave it all blank. This nice bit of timber, which I got for a bargain from IKEA, it was 10 quid, solid wood, and I've just yacht varnished it. I think this will be my new home. I've spent a day in here on the tools, bit of woodworking. I've neglected jobs in my house, but it's been very well worth it. So now we've got the woodwork up, windows in, and I did smash one down the bottom. I've got to replace another, but the last thing I need to do is just check that the temperature gauges on the automatic window openers are all fine, and these are all opening at the same rate, which is perfect, and they close when it gets cold. So for me, I don't have to do this, but there is a video on how you fit these to your greenhouse. So the openers are done, the doors roll perfectly. I think that's a wrap, and we'll see you next time.